Today, we're gonna chat about the number 271 that's been the talk of the town in Indonesia. This number is linked to a corruption case worth 271 trillion rupiah, or if you convert it, it's about 17 billion US dollars. This is the biggest corruption case ever in Indonesia. This corruption case involves a celeb's husband living in Jakarta, Indonesia, and it's been going on since 2015. The corruption practice involves a mining business permit PT Timah Tbk in certain areas in Indonesia. The ecological damage from this corruption is estimated to reach a whopping 17,063,677,600 United States dollars. The damage is pretty complex and involves a lot of factors, including losses due to illegal tin sales by unscrupulous company owners, and state losses due to environmental damage. The collaboration of PT Timah Tbk is suspected to be non-transparent and full of engineering by inflating budget funds for fictitious projects. The first person identified involved in this case is Tony Tamsil. He is suspected of obstructing the investigation process on January 30, 2024, and was charged with Article 21 of the corruption law regarding obstruction of justice. The Attorney General's office began to gradually determine other suspects in this case. Some of them are state organizers and top officials of PT Timah, including three people, namely Riza Pahlavi, former director of PT Timah, Emil Amindra, finance director of PT Timah in the period 2017-2018, and Alwyn Albert, former director of operations and business development PT Timah. From the development of this case, there are two other names that make this case more viral, namely Helena Lim and Harvey Mois. Helena Lim, known as Crazy Rich Pantai Indah Kapuk, often appears in vlog content of several creators who review her luxury home. Harvey Mois is a businessman and husband of the artist Sandra Dewey. They got married on November 8, 2018 with a luxurious wedding at Cinderella Castle, Disneyland, Tokyo, Japan. In 2018, Harvey Mois, who at that time represented PT Refine Bangka Tin, RBT, is suspected to have contacted the president-director of PT Timah, Riza Pahlavi. Harvey Mois asked Riza to accommodate illegal mining activities in the mining business permit IUP area of PT Timah. After several meetings, they agreed to cooperate in renting tin processing and smelting equipment in the IUP area of PT Timah Tbk. Harvey Mois also contacted several smelters, including PTSIP, CVVIP, Part SPS, and PTTIN, to participate in their business. He also ordered the smelter owners to set aside some of their profits. The profits were then divided equally between Harvey and several other suspects in this case. Finally, Harvey Mois was arrested and detained by the Attorney General's office at the Salemba State Detention House, a branch of the Attorney General's office, for 20 days from March 27 to April 15, 2024. Next, Helena Lim, a manager of PTQSE, is suspected to have helped manage the results of the crime of cooperation in renting tin processing and smelting equipment in the IUP area of PT Timah Tbk. She provided facilities to the smelter owners on the pretext of receiving or distributing CSR funds, which actually benefited herself. Even though PT Timah is a state-owned company, they still lose to illegal miners. This causes dissatisfaction because it harms the state. Ideally, the emergence of these illegal mines should be disbanded so that state profits increase. However, unscrupulous people who work for the state instead want to enrich themselves by taking advantage of the emergence of these illegal mines. They thought, instead of busting illegal mines, why not work with them and offer protection as long as they share the profits? So, the illegal mine kept operating as usual. The deal was, PT Timah Tbk, a state-owned company, would buy tin from the illegal miners. The goal was to keep the tin flowing through legal channels, namely PT Timah. But here's where the scam comes in. When PT Timah bought tin from the illegal miners, some shady folks behind the scenes, including one Harvey Mois, marked up the price. For example, if they bought it for 100, they'd report 150, so the extra 50 was pocketed as corruption, split with the owner of the illegal mine. That's where they cooked the books by creating a fictitious activity. They made reports as if the high price difference in buying tin from the illegal mining company was due to the cost of renting tin smelting processing equipment, even though there was no such rental activity. That's our discussion today about illegal tin mining that has cost the country $17 billion. What do you guys think about our discussion this time? Drop your thoughts in the comments.